courses, student webinars, seminars, workshops, and many women empowerment programs, many events physically we conduct, sir. So due to this pandemic, we could not conduct those things. Then we thought of getting associated with all our IET corporate members, students, and faculty by way of these webinars. Since then, we have started these webinars. These webinars have been going on very well, sir. So this is the 50th webinar, sir, Golden Jubilee webinar we have been conducting today. And we would like to mention that for these webinars, sir, we have been inviting the eminent and senior scientists, academicians, and MNC company senior engineers, like, as far as the senior scientists are called, sir, we have invited from the BORC, ISRO, and DRDO, and many other research organizations, and the senior faculties from various engineering colleges also we have invited. They have given their excellent lectures to the participants, sir. Everybody has shared the beautiful knowledge, and they have gained so much of knowledge and very good feedback we have got it, sir. And similarly, we have also invited from MNC companies, software engineers also. Even they have shared the latest technologies, what all happening in the software industry. So this is the 50th seminar, sir, we are celebrating, we are conducting. And on behalf of all these webinar participants, I am thanking all the webinar speakers and the guests who have come and encouraged us. I'm thanking once again, sir. So I today, I am thanking again our registrar, sir, for coming forward and encouraging us for this webinar program. So today we have another eminent personality and senior scientist from NRSC, Dr. G. Prasad, who has come forward to present the webinar program on advances in communication technology and its utilization in satellite and ground station. So we would like to thank Dr. G. Prasad for coming forward to take this topic, sir. And on behalf of all the participants, I once again thanking all the speakers and participants, and also today's chief guest for encouraging us and making this webinars is very, very successful. Thank you all, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Chairman, sir, for your welcome address. So, as a Secretary of IET Hyderabad Center, Namasivaya, and I am very grateful to all the speakers, particularly all the speakers without any change. Everyone given the webinar in time, and there is no shortfall, and there is no absency in any webinar. And really, I am very thankful to all the speakers, those who are come forward for giving these webinars, and also thank all the participants also for these webinars. Just I want to brief about our IET Hyderabad Center. Our IET Hyderabad Center is the second largest center in India out of 65 centers. So after Delhi, our Hyderabad is the second largest center. Now at present, the corporate members is 2,628 members. And of course, we are actually by next year, we are targeting at around we should try to meet the 3,000 members. And we have various 88 ISF chapters in Hyderabad region. And recently, once we took over the charge, 2 ISF forums were already inaugurated, recently in St. Peter's and also TKR Engineering College. So with this one also, we are having the highest ISF student members also. And we have various infrastructure facilities with the courtesy of OU, and we are having a very good campus in heart of the city. And thank you once again, sir, our registrar, sir, for giving and continuing our the space also in our OU campus. And thank you so much for that one. And we are conducting the various activities also that is custom based for various engineering colleges, various workshops and etc. And of course, due to pandemic situation, a little bit decreased, but online we are conducted 5 workshops so far. And also we are guiding at present the diploma of students also, and a few engineering students also, they are doing mini projects, and we are 2 batches of diploma students also going on at present also, both in hybrid. Earlier we are started in hybrid mode, now it is going to online. And thank you so much for your encouragement by all the participants, and also for all the EC members, and make our team and more lively and actively, even though during this pandemic situation. Thank you so much, sir. And I request our EC member, Dr. P. Naveen Kumar, to introduce our today's chief guest, and Papula Lakshmi Rana garu, who is taking as a registrar recently for the Usman University.
Thank you, Namaskar, sir. It's good morning to everyone, and it's a great honor to introduce Professor Pappula Lakshmanarayana. Dr. Pappula Lakshmanarayana is a registrar of 104 years old Usmania University, and Professor of Mechanical Engineering. Is a former Dean Faculty of Engineering. He is also served as former Dean Student Affairs at university level, Usmania University. He has graduated from Usman University and he has obtained his PhD in mechanical engineering in the year 2003. He started his career as a technical assistant for district industrial centers, Warangal during 1990 to 91. He joined Usman University as a lecturer in 1991 and he has held several academic positions and rose to become the Dean Faculty of Engineering, governing body member to OU affiliated engineering colleges. He also played a very key role in administration, community services, corporate activities, and introduced several academic programs, several innovative academic programs in the university. He has supervised 10 doctoral students beside 90 other students, including at level of PhD, PG, and UG level. Professor Lakshmanarayan sir, he is also instrumental in organizing several workshops and guiding the mechanical engineering graduates to participate in the Society of Automobile Engineering Baja competition organized at Madhya Pradesh, India, where the students bagged the best design prize in the year 2012. Professor Lakshmanarayana has attended a training program on the new and innovative methods of manufacturing at the University of Washington, Seattle, US, and is a member of various scientific and professional societies such as TMS USA, ISTE, ISME, IEI, IACAS, OGA, AAOU. He has published more than 100 research papers and including 54 articles in the very reputed journals, having a lot of big impact factor, and presented 56 conference papers at a national and international level. He also contributed as an author for many chapters in mechanical engineering books in collaboration with other authors. As a dean, he has played a key role in introducing CBCS, AICT model curriculum, and revised the scheme of instructions and syllabus in the Faculty of Engineering and Mechanical Engineering in several colleges, and collaborated with CITD to introduce new PG courses in mechanical engineering. Professor Lakshmanarayana sir also played a key role in the centenary celebrations, where through his interactions with the alumni in the US, many alumni has contributed a lot to the university in terms of different items. It's a very honor to have Professor Lakshmanarayana sir. It's nearly big 50-page biodata is there, but I have given a very brief profile. We are very honored, sir. Thank you very much. And over to Professor Lakshmanarayana sir.
Thank you, Mr. Naveen. And now I request today's chief guest, Pappula Lakshmanarayana, to address our participants. And really great, sir. Actually, once he took over the charge as a dean, non-CBCS and CBCS, AICT, all simultaneous is going on, sir. But without any clash and without any problems, really it is a heads off sir to you, because all we are affiliated colleges as OU under OU. So really, very smoothly it is going on all types of model curriculums. Really, it is a very great thing, sir. It's a challenging job actually, because non-CBCS, CBCS, AICT simultaneously going on year by year. Thank you so much, sir. So kindly please address our participants, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thank Naveen for introducing in a brief about me, and thank you. Thank you so much. Very good morning to all the members. Respected Chairman of IETE, Mr. K. Gnaneshwar Garu, Honorary Secretary, Mr. Nulish Namo Vice Chairman, Dr. Sitarama Babu Garu, and Sangameshwar Garu, Dr. Ashwin Kumar, Honorary Treasurer, Professor C.R. Sharma Garu, my colleague and EC member of IETE member, Dr. P. Naveen Kumar, and today's speaker, Dr. Prasad, scientist, SG, NRSC, ISRO, Governing Council members, and IETE fellow members, student fraternity, especially for all the namaskaram to all the senior IETE members. We are very young in front of you, and this is an honor me to associate with you. First of all, I will thank IETE for inviting me as the chief guest of today's session, and I was very happy to be associated with the Golden Jubilee webinar of IET. So earlier I was when IET I saw in that in the OU campus. I think earlier there was Professor CVS Rao was the chairman. So I visited IET many times. I think Madam also I met many times. So as a mechanical engineer, because CVS Rao was our principal, so I used to come along with him. Just I saw some of them. There are many eminent personalities are there. I saw them many times, but I was not interacted because I belongs to mechanical engineering faculty. And in fact, I know about the IET since a long time. When I joined in the Usman University in 1991 as a faculty member, so at that time, along with the CVS Rao and other faculty members, Professor DC Reddy, I don't know if DC Reddy was associated with this or not, but CVS Rao was there. Even I took I recommended some admissions for the undergraduate and PG level along with the help of Professor CVS Rao. So this I have a long association with the IET, as it within our Usman University campus, and it is also leased by OU to carry out its professional development activities. So we are very happy because this organization is doing well, and I observed physically and also through the various platforms, your newsletters, etc., etc. And IET is doing good works, especially in terms of knowledge sharing activities and R&D activities, etc. So it has many centers across in India. I know about it, and I am also aware of IET Hyderabad Center got Best Center Award in terms of good contribution and conducting many webinars, workshops, because you are not leaving our engineers who are working in this field of electronics and communication engineering, either physically or through the webinar or through the seminars. So whenever yearly, I think many times, I think this type of webinars you are conducting every Sunday.
Yes,
I came to know that through your brochures. So I'm really very happy and glad because there are many seniors are there. Just I'll say thank you. Please continue this kind of activities because I'm very happy about that. And IET should continue to offer the diploma courses, BE, BTech and ME, MTech projects, etc., including the skill development programs. Even if we can go ahead, even contribute R&D anyway you are doing it, if the possibilities are there, even can guide the research scholars also, and can go for some patenting of your works. And I know that about IET, I know very well, it's topmost professional society organization in India, which is contributing its services in terms of training, development, and in the area of the state of the art, science and technologies. And I'm sure that many technologies like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data analysis, blockchain technology, cloud computing, global and regional navigation satellite systems, and many other emerging technologies are being trained at IET Hyderabad. The participants who successfully complete their courses in IET and get certificates, which are very much valuable. And IET should also look into the interdisciplinary courses where electronics and communication in mechanical engineering, because I belongs to mechanical engineering, computer science engineering, and also other streams may be interested in manpower should be trained. As these courses will surely help the students in development of the new and innovative products and also interdisciplinary activities, because of nowadays this national education policy of the government of India. So they are making it as a mandatory for entering into the interdisciplinary courses. I hope you people can keep it in your mind and enter into the interdisciplinary. I request especially into the mechanical also, because mechatronics, etc., so many things are there. You people enter into that mechanical engineering field also as an interdisciplinary subject. And I know that you people can conduct many more skill development programs for the benefit of students. And IET can take up many interdisciplinary skill development programs. Apart from that, it also should conduct some practical oriented programs. I hear just now from your chairman, Gyaneshwar Gari, told that even they visited some of the industries. So they took the faculty or students to the industrial tours also. So that type of practical oriented programs in emerging domains, it is very much necessary. When we see at the college level, they continue more on theoretically and less on practicals. But as per this NEP 21 policy of the national government, so they are focusing more on practical oriented. I think this IET is doing more on practical. Your policy only, I think they introduced in the national education policy presently. So IET can play a good role in giving more practical oriented courses. And so that it will be definitely augment engineering students' knowledge to take up good programs in various organizations will also add up to their career. Also, I know that IET is doing good contribution in area of research. I think through the magazines and newsletters, we are watching that. And throughout the globe also, they are watching what type of R&D activities they are taking, especially in electronics and communication engineering. And also, I think I came to know that IET is a journal of research. It is a well-known research journal across the globe. So it is hard to get published in this journal unless quality work is there. So it means it shows that how confidently, how quality type of activities IET is taking up. So this is the mainly very important quality work they are taking. Your people are taking it. I will appreciate you and congratulate you, IET, as it is very good impact factor journals they are producing it through the IET. So it is not important about how many number of papers one publishes, but it is important about the kind of quality journals you are publishing in the IET journal. So this is with the good citations. So in today's Golden Jubilee webinar, I have seen from his profile that he is a very good expert in satellite communication. So he is going to share his vast experience about the advanced communication technologies. And my colleague Dr. Naveen Kumar is doing good work on Indian satellite navigation systems, Indian GPS, etc. And he established advanced GNSS laboratory in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, University College of Engineering, Usman City, and doing a good contribution because he invited me many times to his lab he shown me so what type of work and what type of research activities taking in the university, Usman University. I was also part of many of his research lab programs, and I was as a guest, I attended that. And also he contributed in terms of few invited talks, and he invited even the police people, officials also, and he explained what are the securities, features, etc. And I feel the student community and faculty should take up good research, apply for projects at different government agencies, contribute to nation building. Any type of help you require from the Usman University, so I will do, and the universities also always will help to this kind of activities of technology development activities or academic activities or R&D activities. We will be there. You don't need to worry about that. Usman University is always for your help. And
Thank you, sir.
I wish the IE to contribute in terms of webinars and workshops, seminars, even the conferences. Possible after this pandemic situation, you can plan for one international conference in interdisciplinary. So these webinars will surely help the students, faculty to gain the knowledge from their place itself across the India. I wish that this year also IET Hyderabad Center should get Best Center Award, and my best wishes. And I need the blessings of all the senior IET members and help the Usman University whatever the possible, wherever the possible, help our students to place in a better position in India and across the globe. With these few words, I thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thanks, Chairman Garu. You came personally and inviting me. Thank you very much, and thank you all the members. Thank you.
Really, thank you so much, sir. Lakshmanarana garu, really, you are inspired so much with your words, and really great, sir, for your encouragement, and definitely will follow your suggestions, sir, because very keenly you are given all the sessions in all the areas. Thank you so much for your love and affection of IET Hyderabad Center. And just for your information, sir, actually recently we selected by headquarters as a skill development center in blockchain technologies, sir. And soon, very soon you are going to conduct these courses also in the blockchain technologies. We identified our Hyderabad center is the center of excellence for that particular area. So we are not limited to ECE only. We are entering into the IT field, computer science field, and of course mechanical also. It's a mechatronics already. It is there. And also, sir, we are even though we are earlier we are so many industrial visits we are conducted, but now even during pandemic situation also, I don't know. I think we are the first time we are conducted industrial virtual visit, sir. Virtual industrial visit of Quality Electronics and Photonics by Kuchai LED manufacturing company. And that it is taken so many students as advantage, and there are so many people that attended over the 3 hours. They totally everything manufacturing process of LEDs, everything they are shown, sir. So that also we tried actually. Even physically it is not possible. The first time we are conducted a virtual industrial visit, all the lab, everything we are visited, sir. Actually, that also we are conducted. Thank you so much, sir, once again. And after pandemic situation, we invite you for IET Hyderabad Center. It is in our campus. So always keep visiting our campus. Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, one request, if possible, conduct some kind of this kind of webinar for the mechanical engineering.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Definitely do that.
Actually, first I requested Naveen actually to be a speaker by you only, sir. Actually, and sir was busy totally. So actually, I not chief guest. Actually, you want to be a speaker, sir. Actually,
Sir, very difficult.
Inputs coming from.
Always welcome, sir. Whenever you have free time. So I would request you to do one webinar in our IET at any time, sir. Because Naveen told because recently only took the charge, is very busy. That's why we are not troubling you for the first time. So afterwards, anytime we are welcome for your webinar, sir, for our IET. Now, of course, mechanical and electronics. So no mechanical part is there without electronics, and every automobile, every mechanical associated with electronics, sir.
Yeah, as
Thank you.
Can I say something in this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, mechatronic is a big way, and see, there is one very important aspect of electronic systems. That is a mechanical design of the electronic systems. Where we talk about all thermal, this and that. That is, and part of that coming from the micro machining and other things. I think we can think about having some good webinars based on that. Some people.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure,
So
sir.
that we can do it through the knowledge sharing itself.
Definitely,
And
definitely.
its application in electronic, and we can also take what we can say a mechanical design of electronic system. We can know the electronic system is without cannibalize between the mechanical hardware.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So now I request our EC member and Women Empowerment Committee Chairman, Ms. Tuti Sanjay Madam, to introduce